What's the worst gift you ever received? On my 19th birthday, my godmother gave me a golden locket and announced I had 9 months to get pregnant or lose my entire college fund and inheritance. My godmother had been my guardian since my parents died. She managed their life insurance and my college fund, using the money as leverage to control me. She believed her infertility was God's punishment and saw me as her chance to raise a baby. She'd been planning this since I hit puberty, dropping hints about young motherhood being a blessing. I thought she was just old-fashioned until that birthday dinner when she made it real in front of all her church friends. The locket contained a tracking chip that monitored my location and sent alerts if I went to any medical clinics. She'd arranged for 3 nice boys from her church to court me, scheduling dates and Bible study sessions where they'd discuss starting families young. The boys knew about the deadline and competed to be the father, especially since my godmother promised to support whoever succeeded. I started working at the campus bookstore to save escape money. My coworker Caleb noticed the locket always glowing and asked about it. When I broke down and told him everything, he was horrified. He helped me research legal options and even drove me to consultations with lawyers who all said that until I turned 21, she controlled everything. Caleb became my only safe person, letting me hide at his apartment when the church boys got too aggressive. I trusted him completely. My godmother escalated when months passed without pregnancy. She started scheduling fertility appointments with a doctor from her church who gave me vitamins that made me dizzy. One particularly bad night after the church boys had been especially pushy, I went to Caleb's apartment just to feel safe. He made me tea and let me cry about the whole situation. I woke up on his couch the next morning with a splitting headache and my jeans unbuttoned, but Caleb said I'd just passed out from stress. He was so gentle, helping me get home and making sure I was okay. I trusted him. After that night, I started fighting back harder against my godmother. I told the seminary boys I had an STD to scare them off. I loudly announced my period at church to embarrass her. She retaliated by hiring 2 more boys, saying competition would motivate everyone. Through it all, Caleb was my rock. I'd go to his place whenever things got bad, and he'd make me that same soothing tea. Sometimes I'd wake up confused, clothes disheveled, but he always had explanations about stress and exhaustion. Caleb helped me plan my escape. We'd leave right after my shift ended, drive to his sister's place 3 states away where I could hide until I turned 21. I'd been slowly packing, telling my godmother the extra bags were for donations. He'd already called his sister and set up a job for me at her restaurant. Freedom was close when Caleb texted asking me to meet him at his apartment to go over final details. When I arrived, my godmother was sitting on his couch holding bank statements. $8,000, she said, waving the papers. That's what your friend owes in student loans. Guess what I offered to pay? Caleb wouldn't look at me. She explained how she'd hired him months ago to work at the bookstore and befriend me. Every escape plan, every lawyer visit, he'd reported back. Every time I'd hidden at his apartment, she'd known exactly where I was. Show her the tests, my godmother said. Caleb pulled papers from a drawer with shaking hands. Medical papers, pregnancy tests from the last 3 weeks, all positive. You never remembered the nights properly, he said quietly. The tea helped with that. I kept hoping one would take so this could be over. My legs gave out as I realized all those mornings waking up confused on his couch weren't from stress. I tried to run, but he blocked the door. It's already done, he said. You're already pregnant. Just let her help you now. My godmother sat there smiling, saying this was God's plan all along. She pulled out adoption papers already drawn up, her name listed as the baby's guardian. You can go to college after you deliver, she said. Everyone wins. I grabbed a lamp and smashed it against his head. While he stumbled, I ran to the hallway screaming for help. Other apartments opened and people came out as Caleb chased me, shouting, "She's having another episode." I'm trying to help, but I kept screaming the truth about the pregnancy tests and the tea until someone called 911. When police arrived, my godmother tried her usual story about my mental health, but Caleb panicked when he saw the cops. Blood was running down his face and he blurted out, "She wasn't supposed to find out yet. You said we'd tell her after she was too far along to do anything." The police searched his apartment and found the pregnancy tests, the drugged tea, and videos on his computer. They arrested them both while I stood there trying to process that I was pregnant by someone I trusted completely. As the police car pulled away, my godmother smiled through the window and mouthed, "See you in 9 months." I looked down at my stomach, knowing she was right. There was no escaping her now. Full story on the channel below.